In this video we will be learning about power function and property function. So this power function returns the power of a number. So let us print the power of 2 comma 2. So we are getting the output as 4. So let's check x as negative this time and y as positive. So we are getting the same output 4. So this time we are going to take y as negative. So we will get minus 0.25, and this time we are going to take both as negative, minus 2 and minus 2. So we will get the same output 0.25. So now we will take the 3 arguments. So we will get the output as x to the power of y and then percentage of z. Okay. So now let's print, or let's say we are going to take x as 7, y as 2 and z as 5. Let's print the power of xyz. So we are getting the output as 4. So now let's see about the property function. Okay. So this property function returns the property attribute. So let's create a class named person. Okay, and let's define a init method, self and name. Okay, and self dot name equals name, and let's define another method, get name, and here we are going to take self as the argument. So we are going to print, let's say, getting name. Okay, and we'll return the self dot name. Okay, so let's define another method, set underscore name. Here we are going to take self and value as the argument. And we'll print here, let's say, setting name to. Okay, and then we'll concatenate with the value, and here we are going to put self dot name equals value, and let's define another method, delete underscore name. Okay, self as the argument, and let's print deleting name, and here we'll delete self dot name. Okay, so now let's make a variable name, and we'll call here property get name comma set name comma delete underscore name. Okay, and then we'll put the name property. Okay, name property, and now we'll make a variable, let's say p, we'll put person. Okay, let's put Sahadev as a name, we'll print p dot name, and let's put another name, p dot name equals, let's say, Nakul. Okay, and we'll delete p dot name. So let's run it. So you can see here, getting name Sahadev, setting name to Nakul, and then deleting name. So here name is used as the private variable for storing the name of person. Okay, so now let's use property decorator. So I am going to create the class name as person itself. Okay. Let's put property decorator. Okay. So I'm going to take the same class name person, and now I'm going to define init self and name as the argument. Okay. And here also I'm going to put self dot name equals name, and here that property. Okay. We are going to define name and self as the argument, and let's print getting name will return self dot name. Let's define name dot setup. So here we are going to define the name, self and value as the argument. Okay. So here I am going to print setting name to, and then we'll concatenate it with the value. So self dot name is equals value. So now at the name dot deleter. Okay. So here we will define name, self as the argument. Okay. So let's print deleting name. So we'll delete the self dot name. Okay. So now I am going to make a variable p. Let's call person, and let's put the same name Sahadev. Okay. And we'll print the name is. Okay. And let's put p dot name, and now I am going to put p dot name equals, let's say, Nakul. I will delete p dot name. So let's run it. So you can see here the name is Sahadev, setting name to Nakul and deleting the name. So here instead of using property, we have used @property decorator. So first we specify the name method is also an attribute of person. This is done by using @property before the getter method as shown in the program. So next we use the attribute name to specify the setter and deleter. This is done by using @name.setter for the setter method and @deleter for deleter method. So we have used the same method name with different definitions for defining the getter, setter and deleter. Now whenever we use p.name, it internally calls the appropriate getter, setter and deleter as shown in the printed output inside the method.